Live, this is Fox 56 News, First at 10 with Dane Moran.
First at 10, an early morning fire kills a Luzerne County woman, and tonight family and friends are mourning the loss. New at 10, Fox 56's Alex Belser spoke with the victim's brother, who tried to rescue her from the flames.
After working his overnight shift, Jeff Mitchell came home ready to relax when he opened his door to find black smoke.
I got like a couple feet. I couldn't go any further because I was almost passing out from the smoke.
While a dog ran out the door and was taken to a neighbor's house, his sister, 61-year-old Donna Mashansky, was still inside. People ran out to help.
Just screaming, "Oh my God, she's still in there." And then everybody was just running all over the place. And I guess they tried to go in and get her, but they couldn't.
And just smoke, I mean, it covered the park.
Police say they found Mashansky's body near the entryway to a bedroom of the home on 4th Street in Birchwood Estates. While the fire was called in around 8 a.m., they're not sure how long it was burning before that.
You know, she was my sister, and I loved her to death, and she loved everybody, and she would do anything for anybody. You know, it's just a tragic accident.
After the fire, you could see where the flames went through the middle of the trailer, but witnesses say it was not like that in the beginning.
There wasn't any indication that anything was wrong until I opened up the door.
A friend of Mashansky's who used to live in the trailer park came by to leave flowers, heartbroken at the loss of someone who had comforted her after her dad died from kidney cancer in 2013.
I came to my friend's house. I lived a couple streets up, and then I came here. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning, and she opened her door up and just talked to me and helped me get through it.
In fact, she just saw her yesterday. Family members say Mashansky had health problems and used oxygen, but she didn't let that keep her down. While her dog Cupid is safe, people who knew Mashansky are stunned by this sudden loss.
Whenever I needed someone, she told me to come over. I was supposed to come hang out with her tomorrow, and I just can't believe it.
In Exeter, Alex Belser, Fox 56 News, First at 10.
Very sad. Family members say they're trying to find a home for Cupid. The Red Cross says they will be giving out smoke alarms in Birchwood Estates on Saturday. The cause of the fire is still under investigation.
From your weather authority, this is your Fox 56 News First Forecast.
We hung tough with the clouds all day this afternoon as well. We did see a few breaks for some parts later on in the evening, but overall we're dealing with a few clouds right now and a few breaks as well. Here's the next rain system that's coming our way tomorrow afternoon. We'll get to those details in a few minutes. Right now, still relatively mild for January, 30s across the board here at home. Out the door tomorrow, we're going to see maybe a few peaks of sunshine early, but the clouds will quickly build back in. We'll start off right around the freezing mark. Some rain showers will come our way come about 11, 12 o'clock, and we'll get up into the upper 30s. And then by the afternoon, we'll see more widespread showers around our entire viewing area as we top off in the lower 40. Dane coming up in the extended forecast. We'll time out those rain showers tomorrow hour by hour.
A rollover on Route 11 in Dixon in Lackawanna County sent one person to the hospital tonight. The crash happened just after 8 p.m. near the Scranton-Dixon City line. It was near the I-81 interchange. Dixon City Police say only one car was involved. The road is now back open. A man is behind bars after a massive drug bust in Carbondale. Police found $1,000 in heroin, $2,000 in cash, brass knuckles, and cell phones. The suspect was arrested for possession with intent to sell and is facing many more charges. Prosecutors upgraded charges to attempted homicide after police say a man attacked his wife. A complaint says 49-year-old Conrad Rotovelge woke up from a dream that his wife was cheating on him. He then punched, choked, and threatened to kill her. Police say he was smashing her head into the ground when a friend saw them. The suspect then turned his anger from his wife to his daughter and began choking her. His wife said he was drinking earlier that night. He is currently behind bars. The Old Forge School Board plans to proceed with an investigation into 2 teachers. The superintendent suspended both of the high school teachers back in November after 2 unrelated situations that happened about 2 weeks apart. The superintendent said they cannot discuss what happened.
There were some things that concerned us as a school, and we felt that when we saw some things, and we felt that it was right to get the law enforcement involved.
Superintendent says state police, Old Forge Police, and the Department of Education are aware of the concerns and are investigating. So far, they don't have any final answers, but the board would have to vote again on whether to continue the suspensions or fire the teachers. Well, tomorrow at noon on the steps of the nation's capital, Donald Trump will take the oath of office and become our nation's 45th president. Nearly 1 million people are expected to attend tomorrow's presidential inauguration. One of those who will be there, Fox 56's Brian Sheehan. He joins us now live in Washington, D.C., where he spent part of the day with a local group of students who made the trip to witness history.
Hi, Dane. You can feel the energy in our nation's capital tonight. Now, this is my first inauguration, and it's unlike anything that I've ever experienced or reported on. And I have to say that earlier today, I had a chance to speak with some students at Scranton High School who tell me that their experience has been the same. On the steps of the Jefferson Memorial, 19 students from Scranton High School talk amongst themselves, reminiscing about their trip to the nation's capital so far. They've been to fancy restaurants and museums filled with rich memories of our country's past. But tomorrow, they will witness history as Donald Trump takes the oath of office in front of a crowd of nearly 1 million people. Katie Naughton has been to Washington before, but like so many, this is her first inauguration. She says she's looking forward to witnessing something so few get to see.
Well, I know that we are actually, I didn't realize how close we were going to be, to Donald Trump, so it's going to be, I'm really excited to be able to see it up close and really experience it very well.
Tyler Menincello says he knows how important it is to understand what is actually taking place during tomorrow's event.
Just seeing the transfer of power as a symbol of the democracy that we live in is just going to be amazing. I don't know. I'm just excited to see how smoothly it goes, see the kind of people that show up.
Sean Curry is a social studies teacher at Scranton High School who helped organize the trip. While it's his students' first inauguration, it's his fourth. He says this is something every American should experience. He knows how he'll reflect on the way back home on Sunday.
We, as a group of 21, students and teachers from Scranton High School, saw history happen in front of us, and it's something that we can always tell our kids and grandkids, and our friends back home hopefully are proud of us, and it's something that we'll always have.
Now, it's interesting, Dane, each of those people that I spoke to today told me that they believe that witnessing the inauguration will give them hope. And tomorrow, right here on the steps of that symbolic building behind me, a new chapter of American democracy begins.
Brian, such an exciting time. What's the atmosphere like down there right now?
Well, I have to say, it is unlike anything that I've ever experienced. I have seen more black ties in one square block than I've ever seen in my entire life. And actually, very interesting, the president-elect is actually in the building right to my right, which is Union Station for those who are familiar with Washington, D.C. So you can definitely tell that a new era of American democracy is about to start. Reporting live tonight in our nation's capital, I'm Brian Sheehan, Fox 56 News, first at 10. Dane?
Brian, thank you. The Girl Scouts are under fire following news that members will march in Donald Trump's inauguration parade tomorrow. Some people took to social media to criticize their participation. They responded saying, quote, since 1917, Girl Scouts have engaged in presidential inaugural events to learn about the U.S. democratic process and civil engagement. Well, pro and anti-Trump groups are gearing up to clash at Friday's inauguration. Our chief political correspondent, Scott Thuman, gives us a look at one group who he says they just want to help the big day run smoothly.
On the campaign trail, in the aftermath of the election, even recently at hearings for cabinet nominees. Protests have been a fixture in Donald Trump's quest to become the 45th president. But when it comes to Friday's inauguration, Trump's supporters
all right, we're rolling now.
Are pushing back.
So I'm proud to be here. I'm here because I want to be. I'm a volunteer. I'm not getting paid.
Dennis Egbert and others are also here without their bikes due to the strict road closures in the protest area. But their mission is clear.
I'm here to support Donald Trump and have a peaceful transition.
So is Robert Forst, a supporter of the bikers' cause, who said this when asked about a possible clash with anti-Trump groups.
It's only if somebody else starts something. It's never starting it, but there's always a finishing it.
They also have Trump's blessing.
That's like additional security with those guys.
But some believe that's best left to the professionals.
There's a lot of emotion around this Inauguration Day, and the police officers are going to be prepared to deal with that.
Just to give you an idea of numbers here, the Bikers for Trump have reportedly been granted a permit for about 5,000 people. The largest expected group, the Women's March on Saturday, according to social media, may have as many as 200,000. Homeland Security Secretary Jay Johnson said his department is prepared to protect the public should any of these demonstrations, quote, get out of hand. On Capitol Hill, I'm Scott Thuman.
Coming up next, Obama is leaving the White House and Trump is moving in. Coming up next, see what it takes to make over the home on 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Plus, soon-to-be President Trump and his vice visited Arlington today. Find out why. That's coming up next.